Mitch, for a slightly different squad for this series. Just talk me through what you're looking to get out of these 3 games.
First and foremost, winning a series for Australia. That's always first and foremost and really important for us. There's certain guys that will get opportunities, and with that comes a lot of excitement around the series.
And Scotland took them on at the last World Cup. How impressed were you by them then, and what are you expecting from them?
I think, it's spoken about a lot, but Scotland are a good cricket team, and they've improved a lot over the last little period of time, and they're going to provide a good challenge for us. So I think it's going to be a great series. It's really nice for an Australian team to be back here in Scotland, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, you spoke about being back here. It's been a long time, I think 10 years since Australia were last here. There's been a lot of chat about schedules, international and franchise circuits around the world. Do you welcome kind of more variety in that, and being places like Scotland where you've maybe not been for a while?
I think those decisions aren't necessarily for me to comment on, but it certainly is very exciting to be here playing against Scotland.
How long have you been over, and have you been enjoying yourself since you arrived?
Been over probably 4 or 5 days. It's been nice. The sun's been out, but all but 1 day, so that's been lovely. Edinburgh's got a beautiful vibe to it. People are fantastic, been very welcoming, and you get a sense that all the cricket fans here are really excited for the series, so it's going to be a great few days.
Thank you.
You settled on a team you can share with us?
We've settled on a team, but you'll find out at the toss.
First game without David Warner. Jake Fraser-McGurk, is he sort of locked into that opening spot?
You'll find out at the toss.
Gotta give us that. What do you make of the ground and facilities here? When was sort of the last time you would have played on a ground like this?
A while ago, certainly as the Australian cricket team, but I think it's one of the great things about international cricket is you get exposed to different conditions, and this will provide a different challenge for us. Obviously used to playing in the big stadiums, but it's a lovely vibe, and coming down the main street here to this ground, there's a lot of history at this ground as well, so I'm sure Scotland are looking forward to it, and we certainly are too.
Castle in the background, sort of from out there, do you find yourself just looking around while you're training and just staring at the scenery?
It's, and trying to dodge balls, but it's certainly a very scenic ground, a beautiful city to play cricket in, and we're bloody excited.
As mentioned before, a few sort of fresh faces. Is this a bit of a reset for this team after the World Cup?
I don't think it's a reset. I think there's certainly opportunity for guys to come in and get their opportunity, but I wouldn't say it's a reset.
Who's sort of impressed you most of the new guys coming in over the last few days?
It's always a hard question. You don't want to single people out. I think we've got a really energetic young group who are championing at the bit to play for Australia, and that's really exciting.
How do you get the most out of those new faces? How do you encourage them in these kind of surroundings? It can be a challenge for boys to step in.
It is, yeah. I think that's one of the great challenges of international cricket, is I guess feeling comfortable at this level, and that's our job as leaders and senior players within this group to make those guys feel really comfortable. They'll be challenged, they'll be under pressure, but looking after each other, having fun and enjoying playing international cricket, I think that's really important for us.
I was going to say, is that the biggest bit of advice you pass on to these boys? Make the most of it, enjoy the experience.
Absolutely, yeah. It's an absolute joy to play for your country. They're all, as I said, they're all very excited to get an opportunity, and in these short series, it's really important to, I guess, make the team their own and enjoy this next few weeks and play some good cricket.
Life after David Warner, is it strange? Big character, big personality, big ability, not there now?
Small man. It's different. Davey was obviously one of our best to ever do it, and he always brought so much experience, and no matter who he played against, he was always up for the challenge playing cricket for Australia, and I think that's probably something that our young guys can learn from, but he'll always be missed.
Scotland gave you a little scare in the World Cup. What did you make of them as a group and the threat they can pose to you?
They're a very good cricket team. They were well drilled, they were certainly up for the challenge, and I thought it was a great game of cricket, so I'm sure there'll be more of that over the next 3 games.
Do you feel for these guys who are sort of on the edge, not full member status, but potentially have the ability to deliver that kind of level?
Look, I think that's probably hard for me to really comment on, but I think the more cricket that teams like Scotland can play against the bigger nations, the better it is for the world game, and it's our responsibility as players to keep growing the game, so I certainly hope they get more opportunity over the next little period of time.
Good.
Just with the bowling attack, what are you looking for from these guys? Because obviously you've got some who've come back in, had a taste, been there and thereabouts, but it's a very, very different, completely different bowling attack to certainly what we saw at the World Cup.
Yeah, we've got a bit of experience that is missing out on this tour, but all these guys have certainly earned their spot. They all bring different skill sets, and the thing we spoke about is just coming together as a unit. I think you look at our experienced guys, Paddy, Hoff, Starkey. They're a real unit when they bowl together on the field, and that's something we want to bring from our I guess lesser experienced players. But got full faith in them. They're extremely skillful. And I'm looking forward to them having a crack.
A bit of a WA sort of flavour in some of those younger guys coming in. Do you have have you to watch them as they progress? I guess particularly at the Scorchers and at the Wacker.
Yeah, it's always exciting to have. My team had 14 West Australians in it, but I only got 7, so I'm getting there. But it's certainly great to have some of our young guys from Western Australia over here, getting their opportunity, and the more the better.
Mitch Cooper, have you had much to do with him at WA, and how have you found his sort of settling into the Aussie group?
Yeah, he's brilliant. Great young kid. He's really excited, and I think he's got a big future ahead of him. It's his first tour. Just wanting to enjoy it, learn as much as he can off the senior players, and have fun.
He's obviously done well for Perth in that sort of finishing role over the last few years. Do you see him in that role for this team, or could he sort of float up the order? I know he played a lot of his junior cricket up the top of the order as well.
Yeah, probably more of a middle order player and opportunity at this stage. But yeah, the more we can give guys opportunities in different positions, certainly as young kids at this level, he'll learn and grow.
You've got 14 guys here, I think a few more coming in next week for the England tour. Do you imagine everyone will get game time over the 6 T20s?
I would imagine so, yeah. It's a quick turnaround with a lot of the games, so I don't think guys will be able to play every single game, and we'll try and manage that as best we can, but there'll certainly be opportunities.
Just one more from me, if I can. Obviously, Australia's, you're a big scalp. You literally big scalp. But,
Big head.
Yeah, well, bison. You know that they're going to be gunning after you, but then is that balanced out by the fact that you've got young guys who are desperate to impress?
Look, we know Scotland will certainly be up for the challenge, and they showed that throughout the World Cup that they can match it with any team in the world. For us, I think it's really focusing on what we're doing, what we're trying to achieve, and we know that if we play to the best of our ability, we're going to be hard to beat. So that mindset's really important for me.